good morning. Blessings and power unto you, friends. Today is July 4th, wherever that you may be locating at least for me here in sunny Florida. Listen, I decided to get up this morning because I said that I wanted to come here and touch bases with my friend. As you come into the room, greet one another. Most of all, be kind to one another and things. This is the day that the Lord has made. Come on and rejoice and be glad in it. Friends, I am so thankful today. And when I say today, this is the space to whereby I definitely believe in the power of prayer. I believe that God can do anything. God can allow your desires, your particular dreams that you are trying to see them come to life. I believe that God can be an assistant in that area by having individuals, those helpers and things just to happen and to appear. I just want to just thank my friends so much for being supportive, coming up, just being what you call at this moment in time and space, right where you're at, even if you come back later on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, I just want to go in and I want to talk about today. I know today a lot of individuals is firing up the grill saying, Gigi, what you doing here? Well, you know what? I don't take days off when it comes to, what I'm doing in life and what I'm sharing and things. I do take days off, but meaning now I'm on a roll right now of coming here, talking to my friends about real estate. So I said, let me continue to be consistent, and things. And when you be consistent, it helps out a lot. But I just want to talk today about, being creative, and growing and evolving and things. And when you're creative and when you're able to grow and to evolve, it keeps you encouraged. And these are the things, that I want to constantly keep talking about because it really helps me. And when I say it helps me a whole lot, friend. And I am just constantly adding things to the list of what works for me and what do not work for me. I don't want to keep you long because like I said, I do know families are getting together, friends are getting together, but this is a part of my routine now, coming here early in the morning, talking to my friends, because my desire and want to share about real estate, it has shifted and I am thankful to come here. But constantly keep yourself motivated by writing things down. Create your own manual for your business. Write down what works for you and what do not work for you. Because what will work for you in the long term, you would have all those things notated. Good morning, good morning. You would have those things notated and it will be a list because you will understand what you can take out and what you can keep. These are the things that is helping me in my real estate journey, certain things I've tried and certain things I am trying. I make a notation and an explanation, okay, of what worked. I actually try it just to make sure it fit for my business and everything. And if it does not work, I give my own explanation of why it does not work. I'm constantly being creative with the way how I move and navigate in real estate because real estate changes up with new ideas and new things that can be included for the business part and things. By me being a lead generator, what is a lead generator for the individuals that is new in the room or for individuals that don't even understand about real estate? A lead generator is an individual that produces their leads, whether or not you buy your particular, you know, leads or not. And then you have to go and now and make the phone calls and, get in contact with individuals. But I wouldn't necessarily call that a lead generator. I just would call that of existing, okay, with your clients that you have. But organic lead generator, just like if you buy the leads, these individuals have basically got the leads for you in order for you to have clients possibly to make your business flow. But an individual such as myself that create leads and generate them, I have to stay creative in this particular area and in this particular line of real estate. And the reason why I cannot take days to whereby I don't use them as an advantage. Let me say this much, friend. Remember, good morning and thank you for coming in. For the individual saying hi, I appreciate you, friend, for showing up. Thumbs up the video as a reminder. Subscribe to the channel, because I do come here in the morning. I'm so appreciated as well as the friends that's coming in. I am creating something differently as well by shifting my conversation. I still believe in the power of prayer. I will still include that in this particular channel and space. But since I'm doing real estate, I might as well share this particular journey with my particular friends. Matter of fact, friends, I, actually, let me share this with you, and I am so grateful and thankful just from lead generating. That's why I say stay creative. Look at the plane. I love it in sunny Florida. Birds was flying all around me earlier too before I push the start button. I actually, or I would just say that me and my daughter, because we do work as a team, what I do, I I literally generate the leads as well. And then she and we work together as a team because she's the individual that handles other different things behind the scene as well. But I go out and generate the leads. She generate leads as well. Let me be transparent. She does. But when it comes to the events and when it comes to the planning and everything, I'm normally generating those particular locations. It takes skills. It takes a whole lot of talent to put yourself out there. Absolutely, she has the talent, but she work in the space of social media, something that I really don't do, because that's not my niche at all. This is just being honest and transparent. I'm not coming here filming. Well, I am filming, but just having a page that is just strictly just, filming and doing YouTube. This is considered, okay, a YouTube page and a space, but I generally come here and talk about God and the power of prayer, affirmation, and being positive. But now I am sharing my real estate journey because it's in me, and I want to be able to help others along the way who may be thinking about it, considering it, picking back up your license, but especially thinking about it and things and just sharing. I don't know everything. I'm still learning and things along the way. And when I say learning enough to know to take my business serious and see the evidence and things work. From generating leads, I will say this open house that is coming up, it was from lead generating and things, and God just so happened to bless. And I'm going to give this scenario of how this lead generation came up. Being at an event, the client walked up to me, and the client had asked, can I answer a question for them? And I was open at that time to converse and to talk. That particular client at first, mind you, they were not a client at first. They were just an individual that actually came and asked me, a question. It was concerning property, it was concerning real estate, and they became a client and things. So I am very grateful to share that being creative in real estate is a must for me because it continues to generate the leads that is necessary for the business. For anyone that is out there generating leads, you have your own story. You already understand what it takes and what you have to do to generate leads. I am just here to encourage the individuals, don't give up. Write things down, go back to it and see what works. And if it does not work, take it out and put something else in that particular little manual that you are creating and say the reason why it did not work. Tweak it a little bit if you need to. Just stay creative, stay consistent. Because the one thing about real estate has its ebbs and flows, its ups and downs, and it can sometimes allow you to think, Are you on the right track? And if you find out that you're not on the right track, then it is up to you now to look at the things that you wrote down. Because daily when I wake up, I have a routine, and the routine is a lifestyle for me. This is just personal. I'm praying before I even touch or hit any emails, okay? I am actually creating a real reality here, speaking, talking, affirming, listening, to the positive things that I need to listen to, or reading, okay? In other words, I'm feeding myself the things that I need for today, and then including in that whether or not I get to exercise early in the morning or later on, I am doing something creative in this space and time that I am allowing myself, because I'm putting God first in my business. And then I'm also being creative enough to let my mindset flow, because I want to see the things that I can't see when I'm too close up on it. Because you literally have to take a step back from your particular business, not to stop doing it. Take a step back and to see what really works for you. Because when you're looking at it that way, that's when you're going to have an opportunity and see what is your specialty, what is your niche, what is your good at. It could be in just completely communicating, networking, and you are basically attracting those particular clients to you. Don't you know some realtors, they have that particular energy to where about the attraction of attracting clients, it flows easily to them, because guess what? They already understand who they are, and they are working, okay, that particular energy that is in them, okay, to create that sphere of influence. When you understand the business part of real estate, things can work in your favor. That's why I say, don't try to make it hard, make it easy for you. If you know that you're not a communicative individual, but you are excellent and you are awesome behind, okay, that particular, screen or tablet or however, you're good at doing callbacks. You're good at just making sure that your response is completely on time. You can get the workout, the paperwork, whatever is necessarily. Then you may find yourself, I talk about being a lead generator. You may find yourself operating completely awesome, okay? Possibly by, investing in leads. What do I mean about investing in leads? Those leads that someone else done went out and did, and now they got the business to where about you can buy your leads. Only thing you have to do is call the particular numbers, that has been given to you per that month or however that they may come in, and you just have to make sure that you're notating and then you're stating the conversation, what was said possibly, because these are your own notes. You're dating it and you're timing it, and you're making sure that this individual want to move forward and buying a home. It will save time, okay, from you just assuming. Asking the right questions is important when you are lead generating, or when you have actually brought leads to come into you, or just say when you understand that this particular month, it's a new month that is coming up. You understand how your leads come to you. For me, my leads come to me either by referrals or I'm putting myself out there networking. But for some individuals, their leads come either through, the opportunity, the whereabout they got a email, and so they know that these leads are automatically coming to them based on how they got the leads. Some individuals, okay, don't have to buy leads. Some individuals is what you call, they get leads for being a part of what is the Veterans United, okay? Blessings to Veterans United, because what they do is find veterans, okay, are active, military individuals, okay, homes, relocating and doing things like that, from different spaces and location. I feel like that is something that definitely can be lucrative once you tap into it, but they do take a percentage, okay, of the amount of money and from what you're working from, those leads, and then you have to pay another percentage to your brokerage. So therefore, you have to figure out, is lead generation, however you're going to get it, will it benefit you? Weighing out the pros and the cons, the percentage that goes to, okay, whatever you have invested in, and then knowing that, the brokerage get their split and commission. Being creative is so powerful in real estate that whereby you want to make things work, you want to learn, you want to grow, you want to be around those individuals that's keeping you encouraged. Because believe it or not, today is 4th of July, but like I say, it is literally a open house that is already planned for tomorrow. So my mindset have to constantly, be in motion. I'm in the moment of the now and present. But I also know if nothing change, such as the weather and things, I literally, or we literally have to stay creative and make things work on our behalf. When it comes to your signs or whatever that you need, keep an investment in that area, because you will realize the more and more your business pick up, your marketing material, you will get used to what you need and what you don't need. Now, when I go out and network into different events, I make sure I have the information, such as the paperwork of them signing, filling out the information only if they want to. I don't pressure individual, and some literature or information. I keep it simple. I have water at my table. I make sure that I have the chips real simple, because I'm not trying to get them full. Just something to say, I thank you, I appreciate you. If you're thirsty, feel free to get it. It's free and things. So even on that and the little mints, it's an appreciation that I put together just to say thank you. Because when you're talking to people, sometimes, I'm realizing, they want something when you come to the table. They just don't want the conversation of knowing that you're a realtor and now you're here, okay, basically to see who need the service. So be creative in that area. It don't have to be what you call breaking the bank and everything. Find out what works for you and everything. Maybe, look at other agents and see what they do as well. You don't have to do the same thing, but you can kind of pick and choose of how you want to do things as well. Once again, be creative, but make it your own and things. I am so grateful at this time in my life, because I'm telling you something. It's another opportunity for me to expand and to allow dreams to just be existing and coming true. That's what I'm thankful about. If anybody want to know, because that you have become in your latter years, if you still got the go and the energy to make things happen, make it happen. Don't be afraid. Go and do what you want to do and be positive about it. And know that you are the created vessel that God created you to be, to allow things to happen. You're in your best season of life right now, because you have enjoyed the years of your life that's behind you, and meaning that real estate can be so easy for you at this point in time if you give yourself time and patience. For those who may not be in their latter years like myself, if you're a new agent and things, and you definitely can be what you call winning and constantly winning, because it gives you a time to reset and be recreative of whatever you want to do. So never look at real estate as if you can't change it up or you can't switch it up to be creative. Whatever is working for you, allow it to work. Let me say this much. Please allow it to work. Don't change it if it's working for you, okay? Just allow it to work. Patient is the key in this industry too. Patient and being positive and saying your affirmation. I want to leave you, friends, with words of encouragement to know that when you look at yourself in that mirror, as you're getting dressed, as you're walking around your place of residence, okay, whatever that you may be doing today, Allow your mindset to stay positive. Allow your mindset to know that God created you to be great. God created you to do the work in this life. We all have an opportunity to fulfill what we want to fulfill, okay, according to God's will. I believe that if it's a purpose and a plan and a reason, and if it's truly about helping and sowing to better someone else in life, and real estate does that. It makes families happy. It makes individuals happy. It gives individuals a chance. This is why I want to share in this part of my life. Real estate have completely given me an opportunity to see things from a different perspective. And when I say from a different perspective, completely different. Instead of me just looking at real estate and just selling homes and, to the getting sellers and getting buyers, is bigger than that, and how I see it and things, meaning that it can be investing, okay? It can be just whatever that you desire it to be. It's so many different areas in real estate till it's just a lot of conversation to go on with it. And I mean, when I say a lot, it becomes different departments of conversation. But my particular position where I'm at, I'm just sharing from lead generating because I realized it was in me to generate, but I just had to become comfortable. Others seen it in me. I had to become comfortable, okay? Others complimented of how I attracted leads. I had needed to become comfortable. And once I became comfortable in knowing, because I'm not gonna sit up here and just not be honest to my friends. I felt like I'm retired. I'm living my life. But then when I looked at it and said, this is something that I said I wanted to do, retired or not. This is wealth investment. This is what you call dealing with lands and property. This is something that I can benefit from. This is something that my children and their children can benefit from if they choose, okay, to. So by me saying this, I realized, wow, real estate is powerful. Let me tap into this. Just not let this particular license just sit. Let me do something with it. And as I begin to think about it, and then as I begin to move and start going to meetings and, being around other agents and being around other, individuals that is selling and, and that is even buying for themselves, I began to say, this is good. And this is very good. And then I just kept going and going and going and connecting up with other, real estate agents, which is beautiful because you got real estate agents from all different walks of life. Individuals that have done careers like myself, individuals that done went to school, got the degrees, individuals that have, got degrees that is doctors and lawyers. The list goes on and on and on, honey. You think your degree something? Hold up. You're going to meet all type of individuals, sales individuals, but most of all, individuals talking the language saying, this is something I had to do. I met a gentleman who is in a singing band or whatever. I was at this particular meeting, okay? And I would have never known what he did until, and that's the thing, when an open floor come, agents open up who they are and possibly what they did. And then it gets you to thinking that, wow, it makes no difference what age you are, where you at in life. Individuals are being creative in discovering a new way and a new opportunity of transferring the wealth, okay, unto the family. Did you hear what I say? Transferring the wealth unto the family. If nothing else, that my desire is to do, and I told a broker this, that I appreciate so much. I said, I want my daughter to be great at it, the one that's an agent. I want to support her. I want to make sure that she understands that real estate is powerful. I said this for 3 years. I was able to watch things grow and things needed to be tweaked, and also learn the business at the same time. And I was able to be humble. But in saying that, I was getting the information for myself because we work as a team. Utilize the power that is within you to make it even greater. I'm like, wow, my eyes lit up. Like, as long as you got the capability, just don't hold a license, utilize it. Still be supportive, work the business because there's so many individuals that are teamwork individuals. I'm going to say work in the business, in real estate. You have teams that is in real estate. They work together. Not even family connected. They just work together because they got the flow that goes along with it. So when I registered that, because I was more or less like, well, let this be their season and their time. And then as I was getting constantly more and more when individuals would meet me, when they would meet us, I would say, well, we work as a team, we work in a group. But in reality, in the back of my head, I'm like, I'm letting my daughter do what she needs to do because this is amazing. But I never once wanted to overshadow, okay, the growth and the success. And I still don't because we work as a team. What I tapped into knowing that what you got, she don't have to go out here getting it, okay? Or to put money into it. You're already the lead generator. Why are you looking other places to say, okay, whether or not you like these these leads that come from a different place, whomever is doing it, okay? And much success and shout out to the individuals that do lead generating and that we're about, you make that sale and whatever that you make off of it because I know it's work, but I'm just here as an organic lead generator. So my thing was instead of, because believe it or not, I used to have this one guy, I can't even remember the company. My first 2 years, he had a system he would call. And he was a lead generator for the company. But he sold to individuals that he can get. And at that time, he wanted $600 a month. I was listening to him because I'm a learner and I like to know. And I say, so you literally make phone calls to individuals on your list and you call them because you convinced them that possibly out of the 10 to 12 leads, and you would try your best to make sure that some of them will be great. This is how you make your money and your success? He said, yes. He said, I love it. He said, because some people don't want to go out and get leads. And so we just began to have conversation. He would check up on me and call, hey, are you ready yet? I said, that is not something I'm going to do at all because I said, I generate my own leads. It's in me. But at the time, not knowing, okay, and going forward and moving and being more aggressive at it and doing what I'm doing now. So when he was talking to me, he gave me a compliment and he said, in reality, he said, you can generate your own lead. And he said, everything you're telling me, he said, I'm literally just calling you because I'm learning from you. I can't believe it. I'm serious. The information that I was sharing with him, telling him what to do and how to do it. So he confessed and he told me, he said, I'm really learning from you. He said, this what you're telling me, he said, I've added it. And he said, I've been doing it. And he said, it's been working. He said, now what I won't do anymore is call you, he said, to question you about leads. He said, but I will call you, he says, just to tap into your mindset. Because he said, you got a lot in there. And we began to talk and he asked me how I understood certain things about networking and he, how to, be set up for the individuals that you are trying to work with. And that's when I gave him my verbal resume about working for the city, that I live in of Jacksonville, and how every morning that was my job to show up, to be on time, and to go serve the individuals. Okay, that was on my schedule. I had to do it whether or not I feel good or not. If I had a schedule and if I could not give it to someone else, okay, to do, then I had to show up. I had to go out and teach and educate about fire safety, stop, drop, and roll to the schools and things, making sure we had a fire safety, what you call trailer, that had everything set up just in case if there was a fire, how you get out, what do you do, and things, giving a self demonstration of everything set up. And everything had to be set up for that date and that time, having an individual to make sure that trailer was in place and everything for the educational component, making sure that the engines was going to be there and things that was assigned and things, and making sure that everything was in place. The material, their equipment, of course, those lovely red hats that we had, the education material, everything, all the way down to the amount of the material that we needed, because all of these things cost. Understanding about the budgeting, what the budgeting part of what we could spend and what we could not, get if it was not on that particular budget list and everything. Also being available to be Spartasia, meaning that the little, I call it, we got a dog as a mascot and everything. I was available to get in that suit, okay, and disappear and now and go and shake the hands of these little kids or at the events and stuff. So it was a lot that went behind it and everything. And those things stuck with me to know that, listen, it's just a different place of working. It's just a different place of business, but it's really got some nuggets in it, and you can take from it, learn, grow, be creative in real estate. So the only thing I'm doing is transferring some information, what I know that works, and I'm using it for my good. That's all I'm doing. So being creative, to grow, to learn in your business, continue, continue to know that you got this. Friends, we're going to have a great day. And this is what I got to go do. I have to go make some baked beans. They're going to be good. Yes, okay? Also, I'm doing some chicken and things. I am. Yes. Got some hot dogs. They're supposed to be good. They big. Kalashas, Nathan's. I don't know. This is my first time getting them. But a lot of people in the store saying they was great and everything. Some sausages for, coleslaw with relish. So good. I love that stuff. I probably won't do the bread, just the meat. What else did? What is going on? Got, I said coleslaw, potato salad. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, potato salad. Mind you, now I'm taking it easy. I'm not I'm not doing making all this. Reese's potato salad, okay? Now, this is not an ad or anything. Oh my goodness, they're good. What else I got going on? Oh, definitely got shrimp and some crabs. Mm-hmm. Definitely got that. I won't be doing that at all. This is for one of my grandkids that love that taste. What else? It's so much going on. Something else I want to mention. And possibly going to pick up, oh, some more meat, not to cook. All of this stuff is going to be done from, not advertising, Sonny's or Bono's. I like Bono's. I really do. Did I mention the hamburgers? Of course. And then later on, letting the fireworks do what it do. I'm just going to enjoy my day because, like I said, Saturday, it's open house and I am excited. Keep your notifications on, friends. Thank you so much. My friend says the questions is, what are you planting in another person's life? You got a question. Weeds are the negative things of life and the darkness of life. Seeds are the positive things of life and the light of life. My friend says we're all farmers in another person's life. We can plant seeds or we can plant weeds. Now, I like that. I really, really do. I like that. I'm not going to be able to read everything, but I appreciate you, friends. Everyone have a great day. Listen, stay creative even if you don't have a business, if you're working on someone else's job. You know, Gigi just talked about where she's at right now, okay? That's all. Continue to learn and continue to grow because it's healthy for the mindset as well. Continue to do those things. Let's continue to pray. Let's continue to stay encouraged. Friends, thumbs up the video once again. Subscribe to the channel. Your support means a lot to me. I appreciate you. By the way, if you did not know, friends, if you did not know, for those who's thinking about creating a YouTube page or space or whatever, I've been in this area with my YouTube page for years, okay? And when I say for years, you just have to continue to stay consistent. Don't chase the numbers, but be in love with what you do. Don't give up. Just keep talking, keep uploading, go live if you want to. Try it out. It really don't hurt, you know. Even if you get one person, I always said this, be thankful. Be thankful in everything and just continue to grow and to learn. Most of all, friends, have a great day. Love on, individuals that's around you. You never know what they're going through. God knows you don't. Oh my goodness. You never know what individuals are going through, okay? You don't know. You have no idea. And I really mean that, you know. And just be kind, you know, be kind. Blessings and power unto everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you.